Not the Spider-Man I remember. But hey, we'll take it. Meet Rick. Wait a minute. Anyway, Rick was late for school one day. His face was red and sweaty as he sprinted after the bus. His heart was pounding in his chest, but he didn't give up. But then, just as he made it, Rick stumbled into the stop sign, and another one. He tried to compose himself, but before long, he found himself smacked by the door. Talk about a lackluster entrance. When Rick entered the school bus, he was greeted by a sea of students. But as he walked down the aisle, no one wanted to sit next to him, not even the ugly chicks. Then, he spotted his friend Trey. While they chatted, Rick looked back at his crush Jill, who was sitting across from them with her Chad boyfriend. Trey told him to cut it out and stop staring at her. He said he couldn't get Jill because he wasn't in the right group. You know how there's nerds, emos, jocks, and mafia members? Unfortunately for Rick, he wasn't in the popular crew. Rick and his class go on a field trip to a science lab that specializes in genetic modification. As they're walking in, he spots Jill talking to a bird. He walks over and makes a fool of himself. Boy got no game. Perhaps he'll have better luck with the other bird. He goes to take a picture of it, but just then, the science guy says no flash photography is allowed. Uh-oh. Rick's flash goes off and the bird spontaneously combusts. Turns out, one side effect of its genetic modifications was sensitivity to light. Jill turns around, but along with everyone else, she doesn't notice. Still though, there's a fire to be put out. Rick does his best, but ends up launching it at Jill's boyfriend, Lance. He tries to pick a fight with Rick, pushing him. Jill comes to his rescue, but Lance isn't ready to give up just yet. He prepares to punch Rick when a hand grabs him from behind. It's the CEO of the science company, or as Lance knows him, Uncle Lou. After calming down his knucklehead nephew, Lou greets the students and coughs into a napkin. There's blood on it. Rick notices and asks if he's okay. Lou says yes. It's the good kind of cough blood. Ah, of course. Rick properly introduces himself and Lou recognizes the name. He knew his parents, his mother in particular. He asks how they are, but Rick reveals they passed away. Aside from that, they're fine. We cut to a look at some so-called super dragonflies. An inquisitive Jill takes a closer look and notes that one is missing. It flies over to Rick, who is, for whatever reason, battling a raccoon. Then, the dragonfly bites him. Look, it ain't a spider, but it'll have to do. Rick stumbles home and he's looking awful. His uncle reminds him to feed the fish, but Rick vomits in the fish tank. I guess that counts. He makes it to his room and his uncle follows him. Uncle Albert reads out from a book about puberty and notes that mood swings are common, as are monthly bleeding. Wait, this isn't the right book? Rick falls back in bed and passes out. Meanwhile, Lou's company is undergoing scrutiny from its board of directors. One man stands in front of a painting of Lou, talking all kinds of smack about him. Suddenly, Lou walks out of the painting and around the corner. The man is left flabbergasted as Lou walks into the room. He assures the board his new invention will save the company and his life. That's right, Lou only has 1 hour left to live. Here's an hourglass to prove it. Moving on. He gets in the machine and it seems to be working, but then it breaks down. One board member walks up and basks in Lou's demise. At that moment, Lou grabs the man and sucks out his life force. Guess the experiment was a success after all. Lou is now a bona fide supervillain.